Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill and welcome to Suncoast FYI. Today we preview the upcoming winter season at the Van Wezel, a look at Sarasota's Cannabis Theory's clinic and how you can help Meals on Wheels this holiday season, and also a 5K remembering a special Suncoast student killed 7 years ago now brings hope to future students. That's all next. It wouldn't be the holiday season if we didn't stop to talk about the amazing holiday shows coming to the Van Wezel. And joining me now is Van Wezel Executive Director Mary Benzel. And I always love having you here.
Thank you so much.
We get a sneak peek at what's coming up.
Absolutely,
and
we are
on.
in the holiday spirit over at the Van Wezel.
Oh gosh, I know. It's just around. It's just around the corner.
It is
right?
just around the corner. And you know, one of the shows that is, I think, it's not Christmas if you don't go see A Christmas Carol. And we have that coming up on December 16th, and it is a fantastic show. You can come if you're 6 years old or 600 years old, however old, and it's just full of music. It's a big, spectacular production done by the Nebraska Theater Caravan. And if that doesn't meet your parameters, we have Celtic Thunder coming, which has, and its show is Celtic Thunder 10, and it is, you know, it's good on the eyes as well as the music, because all these gorgeous young men, and they, you know, bring all the Celtic music, and I think a lot of the music from Ireland has this lilting quality at Christmas,
and
it's fantastic.
Energy, it's wonderful.
Oh yeah, and that's on the 18th of December, and then a show for everyone, The Sound of Music. I love The Sound of Music. In high school, I played the Mother Abbess, and you know, if she's not good enough, I'll get up there and give them a thrill. But anyway, that's December the 19th and 20th, and on the 20th we have a matinee as well as an evening, so that's a perfect show for the holidays. And then for the family, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is a big Broadway production style of the beloved tale, and we have it on December the 22nd. That's a Saturday night at 6:30.
Early,
and
so for
early,
the kids,
you can come. There's a special dinner before, a little early dinner with Santa Claus will be there, and this is something that I think people of all ages could enjoy, Rudolph.
Sure.
But then comes my favorite show of the whole holiday season.
You have a favorite show?
I do. It's On Your Feet. It's the Gloria and Emilio Estefan musical.
Fabulous
It's
show.
the story of Gloria, and it's all the songs, you know, the conga, and the rhythm's gonna get you, and Anything for You.
I've seen it. It's fabulous.
And by the
Absolutely
time you're
fabulous.
done, everybody's on their feet, they're dancing, and nothing could make you happier on the holidays, and it's in that perfect time slot from December 26th through the 30th. So this is a great show, and this is a big, huge Broadway show for the holiday season.
Yes, it is.
And then we finish off with Salute to Vienna, which is this gorgeous show that comes from Vienna. I was lucky enough to go over and see it there, and it's as beautiful here as it is over in Vienna, and it's classical music and dancing and gorgeous singers, and it's on January the 2nd, and people come to that year after year after year.
But you have something special on New Year's Eve too, or is that
on New Year's Eve?
There
is a tribute show and a big dinner, and that's a Neil Diamond tribute. That's actually somebody that's bringing the show to the building, so it's not one that we present. But they've got a dinner beforehand. They have the show, and then they also have an after party. I'm going to be there, so
good.
You know.
I am too. That's great. I'll see you then. You know, just talking about all of the wonderful shows that are going on, giving gifts.
Yes.
If somebody wants to give a gift, start a tradition with their family. I know I love going to shows with my daughter. What do you feel about that?
Well,
do you have gift
I think
certificates?
That's perfect, because you know, you don't have to worry about the size, you know, and so you can either get a beautiful gift certificate and they can pick out, you know, you just designate the amount of money, or you could buy tickets for a specific show. And these make the best presents. I think the gift of live theater and live music is the most fantastic thing. I mean, On Your Feet would be a perfect choice.
Sure.
We also have The Lion King coming up, you know, not to mention, something for everybody. We have the three redneck tenors, Jay Leno. You know, you just have so many shows to choose from with the Van Wezel.
And The Lion King is going to be there for several weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks in March.
And that's something, again,
well,
people of all ages.
Everyone, because it's so artistically done, and it's a gorgeous production. We're all still hoping we can fit every piece in the building. You know, it's going to be a big undertaking for us. And you know, if you like rock and roll, there's Air Supply and blue suede shoes. So there's a lot to pick
everybody.
from.
Okay, now just before we close, where can our viewers go to find out? Because you've just rattled off so many wonderful shows.
And let's not forget Seal, who is coming up, the big show for the gala. But you can go to the Van Wezel box office. You can call us at 953-3368 or go to vanwezel.org on the web and buy your tickets in your pajamas in the middle of the night.
Okay, and buy them from the Van Wezel. Don't go to any other sites.
And I went to buy tickets for some other venue the other day. I do occasionally get out of the Van Wezel. They let me go once in a while. And up popped, you know, another fake site.
Yep.
You have to make sure it's vanwezel.org because they'll upprice these tickets.
All right. Great. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you. Next on Suncoast FYI, we'll introduce you to a new cannabis clinic on the Suncoast. Joining me now on Suncoast FYI is one of the owners of Sarasota's first dedicated medical cannabis clinic, Cannabis Theory, Brad Weinstock. Well, I've been wanting to have you on the show because I know this is something that a lot of people are curious about. So let's tell our viewers about Cannabis Theory, what it is, and what they can expect from you when they go in.
Okay, so Cannabis Theory is a medical marijuana recommendation office, and what we do is provide recommendations for Florida residents and snowbirds so they can get their medical marijuana card through the state of Florida. Once they've received that card, then they can go to the dispensaries that are in the state.
Okay, so if somebody comes in, what type of I don't know, afflictions do they have?
So you have to have a qualifying condition. There's a lot of different ones out there. Chronic pain is one, HIV, cancer, epilepsy, ALS, PTSD. There's a variety of things, anxiety, insomnia. There's a whole list of ailments that qualify. Most people do qualify for a medical marijuana card. It's just a matter of calling our clinic and calling and finding out whether your condition does qualify or not.
Okay, so is this something that they would have had to, like when you say qualify, we'll just say anxiety for an example. Do they have to have been diagnosed with that by their doctor before they come see you and they want to get on a more of a natural prescription now?
Right, so you don't necessarily need a referral or a specific diagnosis from that doctor. Our doctor can do that, but usually, you know, people have been seeing their own private doctor for a variety of ailments. That kind of information is going to be available on their records. So we would ask they bring that along to help support.
Okay, so you have a doctor on site that can diagnose this. Now, what makes your clinic different than other clinics that people may see advertised?
Well, we're really a lot of things. First of all, we're the only dedicated clinic in the city, which means that this is all we do. Dr. Yard, who's our doctor, this is all she does is recommend medical cannabis. We're different in the way that we provide everybody with educational material on how the endocannabinoid system works, how cannabis works in your body. We also give you educational material on the different kind of delivery systems they are, as well as dosing and those kind of things. We also offer one-on-one consultations. So there's a large group of people out there who have very little experience or none.
Sure.
And we educate them when they first come in to see us. And then after that basic education, we also offer one-on-ones where we'll go to their house. We can medicate with them. Everyone's a card holder. We show them how to use the different devices that are on the market, kind of put them on a protocol so they know how to use things. And then we follow up with them and make sure that they're getting the getting the results that they're looking for.
Okay, now what kind of success have you seen with your patients?
We've had great success. I mean, we had a patient who was carrying around an oxygen machine that isn't doing any longer. I just had a patient call me the other day, was so happy she's just weaned off all her pain med drugs from her pain management doctor. And so she's obviously happy about that. We've had tons of patients like that are weaning off pain meds.
Okay, and
people who just have chronic pain that it's just disappearing.
Okay, and it takes a variety of time. I mean, do you see results like right away, the first week, month? I mean, how does...
Everybody's a little different. I mean, it's going to take a little while. If you have a lot of chronic pain, depending on your endocannabinoid deficiency, it's going to take a little while for you to build up your cannabinoids that you're taking into your body. Everybody's a little bit different, but usually within a few weeks you should start to see constant results. Depending on the individual, you know, those things could be gone in 30 days. It might take a little longer, it might be a little bit less.
Okay. Now, excuse me, Brad, where are you located? Where can our viewers find you?
So we are at 3293 Fruitvale Road in Sarasota. We're actually right next to the Shores Church. We're in between Beneva and Lockwood Ridge on the north side of the road in the Fruitvale Business Park. And it says MMJ cards on the monument sign.
Okay, and people can go to your website. You have a website, cannabistheory.com.
Yes, you can reach us, cannabistheories.com. We have a YouTube channel as well where you can find us, Cannabis Theories. We have a lot of posted videos on the different strains that are available, what they do.
That's great.
Also, we post videos on there, the different devices that are available, how they work. All that information's on there as well.
Cool. Well, great. I'm glad you were here. I know a lot more than I did 5 minutes ago.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just ahead on Suncoast FYI, how you can help those in need not go hungry this holiday season. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. The holidays always feature delicious food, but for many of us, that may come as a luxury. To talk about how we can help those in need this holiday season, our Executive Director of Meals on Wheels of Sarasota, Marjorie Broadham, and volunteer Cookie Della Penna. Hi, ladies.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you for having us.
Marjorie, why don't we start with you? Tell our viewers a little bit about Meals on Wheels and what you actually do for the community.
Oh, I'd love to. Actually, today is our 48th birthday. We've been in Sarasota since 1971. Meals on Wheels of Sarasota is a private charity. We're one of about 700 nationwide that are private charities as opposed to being federally funded. So we depend on donations from the community, grants, corporations, churches.
And your wonderful volunteers.
And our wonderful volunteers.
Couldn't do it without them.
No, we have about 550, and the premise essentially is we prepare the meals, our volunteers deliver the meals, and while they're delivering meals, they're also doing a safety check, an environmental check, and of course chatting with people who are frequently isolated and alone.
Sure, and that happens to our seniors. Now, Cookie, how long have you been a volunteer? You and your husband, Dennis, right?
My husband and I started 8.5 years ago, and I started when I worked a full-time job.
Wow.
So you don't have to be retired to do this.
Okay.
I started on Saturday mornings, and I would come home so excited about doing this that my husband started doing it with me, and a couple months later he picked up his own route on Thursdays.
Oh my
so we do
goodness.
Thursdays and Saturdays. I'm retired now, so we do them together. My husband also works for himself, so he's not retired. So there's
time.
ways that you can do it.
You just have to make time, like for anything else that's important in your life. Now, about your clients, though, you don't just bring them meals. I know you've told me before that you become friends with them, and they look forward to seeing you. I mean, you bring a little bit of joy to their life every time you come visit them, right?
I do, and not with everybody, because not everybody wants
that,
it.
sure.
But for those that do, I do. I sit down and I spend some time with them, and I just shared with Marjorie. that one of my clients, who's in a wheelchair and has no family, is going to spend Christmas with us.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
I wish I could bring more, but I have a full house already. so.
Okay, all right. But that's it. Sometimes it's helping one person, you know, and if you can make a difference in one person's life, we know that makes a huge difference. Now, Marjorie, how are you funded? I know you said that it's donations and community. How other ways can the community help you?
Well, we always need volunteers. Financially, we accept donations year-round. We have an annual appeal that starts March 1st. And this year, for the first time, we'll be having a kickoff breakfast to kick that off in the community because we need corporate support and church support as well.
Okay, now where are all the meals prepared?
In our facility at 421 North Lime.
Okay.
We've just renovated our kitchen after 27 years.
Okay.
So we have wonderful new equipment and we can produce 1,000 meals at a
A
time.
day. So you need people also not to just deliver meals, but do you need
Work in the
people to
kitchen,
come in the kitchen?
packaging.
So there's a lot of different things people can do depending on the times that they
Absolutely.
have available. Okay, now how can,
I just
yes.
wanted to mention, Nancy, that some people aren't comfortable going out and going into the people's homes or whatever. And like Margie said, they need kitchen help to bag all those meals.
Yeah.
They need people to, to put them into
together,
the packaging, and then when those come through, they need people to also bag the meals so the volunteer drivers can
Yeah.
come in.
Yep.
And you have
Okay.
And we
other-
can also team people if someone wants to drive
Okay.
and they'd like to have someone ride along and
So
help
there's a
assemble.
lot of,
So there's
a lot of
there's a lot
different
to
ways.
do.
Okay, how can people find you?
Well, they could call us at 941-366-6693 or on the internet.
Okay, and-
Meals on Wheels of Sarasota.
Okay.
It's a wonderful organization, and we're truly unique in that we not only prepare the meals fresh every day, they're all heart-healthy meals,
Yep.
which is unusual nationwide, but Meals on Wheels locally addresses the needs of those who are mentally and physically disabled
Yep.
of any age.
Okay.
So my youngest client is 4, my oldest is 103.
Well, thank you. Thank you for all your hard work, ladies, and have a great season.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Nancy.
Coming up after the break, we'll introduce you to a mother bettering the future of the Suncoast students through the memory of her son. Looking to take part in an exciting 5K that helps Suncoast students? Look no further than the Andrew Munro Memorial Scholarship 5K. And joining me now to talk more about this exciting race is race director and mother of Andrew, Stacy Munro. Nice to have you back.
Well, thank you for having me back.
Another year and another race coming up for Andrew.
Correct.
And for our viewers that don't know who he is and what the race is about, let's start with that, if you don't mind, please.
The race is in memory of my son, Andrew. He passed away March 13th of 2011 in a car accident. And this race is in memory of him. It raises scholarships for originally Riverview High senior soccer players. And I branched out after about a year and a half and thought to myself, if anything happened to me, where would the scholarships, what would happen to them? So I spoke with the Sarasota Community Foundation.
And they're just wonderful.
Yes. And I started a fund there, and they explained that it would take a while to build the fund balance up, but not to worry. And this is the 6th race that we will be doing.
Okay.
And I have been told last week that I have met the fund balance for that scholarship.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
So, yes. So now we will be putting applications in the schools, Sarasota County schools. There will be 2 scholarships, $1,400 apiece, going out, and that will be forever. So if anything does happen to me, I do not have to worry. There will always be. And as long as I continue to put the remaining funds, I can do scholarships that go immediately to the school. I've also added where he did club for FC. And also I added, since he was a cadet for ROTC at Riverview, I've added scholarships for the ROTC program. So the funds that I'm going to have this year starting will be free to go to those scholarships, and anything left over will just dump to the Community Foundation to help keep building, which will increase the permanent scholarships.
That's wonderful. Well, that's just great.
I
Amazing,
am so
amazing,
thrilled,
amazing.
so thrilled.
Now, how do the students apply for this scholarship, Stace?
They write, to begin with, his coach, he's in Ireland currently, wrote down characteristics that Andrew had during his play in his life. And they basically have to write an essay, a page essay, on how they emulate any of those or all of those characteristics. And then I have a committee of 7 people from all over the country, all over the world actually, because Ireland and Sweden, they review those scholarships and they rank them for me, so that I can give out scholarship funds based on.
So you decide who, but they do all the background research for you.
Correct.
Okay. Now, where is the race going to be held this year, and when is it?
The race is going to be held on Siesta Beach, as always. It's January 6th on a Sunday, 8 o'clock sharp for a color guard, 8:15 for the timed run, and 8:20 for the 1 mile fun walk. There will be an after party this year. Applebee's and First Watch will be serving as well.
Right on the beach afterwards?
Right. Well, it's at the Sea Turtle Pavilion.
Okay.
And basically, the awards are given out at 9:20 for the top 3 runners, and also seniors, masters, grandmasters, and veterans grandmasters get the awards.
Awesome. Now, is there a discount for early registration, or can people register on?
Good question. Yes, December 18th is the cutoff for the discounts. If you're a run club or you sign up for groups of 4 or more, it's $20. Students are $25, but currently it's $30. Anything after December 18th, it goes straight to $35, and you do not get shirts. The cutoff for the shirt order is December 18th.
Okay. Now, just before we close, the race. This is 5 years. How have you seen it?
This is the 6th year.
6th year. How have you seen it increase over the years as far as
The numbers
go?
are increasing. Last year I had 310. I can only do 300 goodie bags, so it's going to get to the point where I have to say,
That's
top
it.
300 get it.
There you go.
And then anybody
Be there.
that signs up after that, thank you, but no bag.
Okay.
And no shirt.
All
but
right.
thank you to everybody for supporting my event. I am grateful, and if it weren't for you, I would not be able to provide these scholarships.
Well, thank you so much for all that you're giving back, and folks should bring a can of food.
Correct.
Okay.
Please bring a can of food or two for Mayor's Feed the Hungry, because Andrew had a heart for the unfortunate.
Okay, great. Thank you, and so don't you. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Coming up this weekend, take part in the 2nd annual Outside Guided Tour of the Christmas Story. The tour will feature over 60 costumed actors featuring 12 sets. The event is free and takes place at the Liberty Baptist Church in Sarasota. And this Friday and Saturday, get into the spirit of the season as the Venice Symphony performs a concert of holiday favorites. The shows will take place at the Venice Performing Arts Center, and for more information, visit veniceperformingarts.com. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. And this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Robert Pandolfino, at 941-361-4616. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com under Programming. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.